So today we're gonna make a new game, and this game will be about a generator and fueling it, I guess. So basically, you will have a generator just like this, right? Middle of nowhere, and you will need to fuel it using animals or monsters or something like that. And you basically drag them in, the generator eats them or sucks the semen out, whatever, nasty things. And it gets the fuel. And if it runs out of the fuel, you die. So that's gonna be basically the game loop of it. Um, yeah, you just have like guns and stuff. You can upgrade yourself. You can add like quests to make the game interesting enough, and a lot of different AIs. So there will be like animals, like hostile zombies or something like that that will try to kill you or attack the generator itself. So if you will like this game, go subscribe, leave a like. If you need any help with coding in Unreal Engine, you can go to my Discord, write something, I'm probably gonna help. If not, then yeah. So I am using a first person template. You can go to Tretty channel on YouTube. It has a first person movement template, which is completely free. Go subscribe on him, just like that, just sub it, and you can grab a free realistic first person movement template. I am using this because I don't want to create all of like leaning, tilting, leaning, sprinting, crouching, all that kind of stuff. I think it's a waste of time if you can actually just get it for free. So yeah, it's completely free. Go check him out. Um, he has FPS flashlight moving as well. So today we're gonna work on the generator itself. We're gonna make it so when you walk up to it, we have a little widget that shows what that item is or the thing is, I guess, and a little description and the progress bar. So we know how much fuel it has and all that kind of stuff. So, I kind of changed the file. So in the core, I created a folder core and dragged the FPS movement in here. So all the blueprints, effects, input. If you do not have this generator, you can go into my Discord and there will be a generator. Extract the file and it should look like this. So double click on it. There should be all of these files. Basically just drag it in, probably go to essentials. Just import all. There should be some errors, a lot of errors. What you probably should do, delete these, the blue ones, the blue whatever. I don't know why they spawn in. You only need these materials. The next thing, if you drag it out and you see the pivot isn't in the right spot, go to modeling, Xform, edit pivot, and then you can edit the pivot to be exactly at the middle somewhere like that. Accept, and you can see the pivot design. So that's just a little tip, I would say. You can customize the generator how you want. Double click on it. You can see all the materials. You can change it. It's quite up to you. So let's just get started. I created a folder called interaction. I added the materials and the mesh for the generator. Go to the widget and let's create ourselves a widget using interface, widget blueprint. This will be a generator because this will only show for the generator, so we can actually just like that. Let's have a canvas panel. This is really customizable, so it's quite up to you how you want it to create. You don't have to follow along, you don't. So you're gonna have a border, gonna anchor it to the middle, have alignment 0.5 by 0.5. We're gonna have a vertical box, a text, two of them, and progress bar. So the border, let's create the Y like 400, the X size will be 300. No, let's do 400X and 300Y. Yeah, something like that. Go to brush color, make it black 0.4 opacity. Okay, so the first text will be name. It's gonna be field. Padding from the top 25, 25 pixels, I guess. Make it middle top, just like that. The next text will be description. It's gonna be fill, middle, top, same thing. For the progress bar, it's gonna be filled, middle, no, middle, where? It's gonna be fill horizontal, sorry, and top alignment vertical. Padding from the left, 25, and from the right, 25. So this is gonna look something like this. How I said, this is quite customizable. So this will be a name. This will be blah 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 blah. So let's change the font. I don't have the font. Let's make this light. Both of these, right? Regular, maybe no light. I think that looks better. This text will be 22, so it's a little bit smaller. I think something like this, yeah. So now go to graph. Let's have a variable called name text. Let's have another one, description text. These will be both texts. Compile save. And now if you click on this text, right here there will be a bind. This is a description, so description text, and a name, bind, name text. The hot progress bar, let's name it fuel status or status. And make the color, I don't know, I think I'm gonna make it greenish. If you fill it up, somewhere there was. I guess I'm gonna make it greenish, I don't know why, it just reminds me of fuel. And you can close that. Yeah, so now so back to interaction. If you don't have the folder, you can create one. Let's have an actor. This will be BP use. In here, we're gonna have a basic static mesh. Go to construct script, take the static mesh, and we're gonna do set mesh. Should we do it? Probably, let's do, yeah, let's set static mesh, promote that into a variable and call it mesh, instance editable. Then size, I think, extend, no, set relative scale 3D, promote that into a variable, call it scale or item scale, instance editable. So okay, so both of these are done. Now promote that into a child or create a child. This will be BP generator. So now we can destroy this generator because it's a mesh and just drag it out. In the edit, there should be the mesh. Have it as a generator. Set it to 1, 1, and there should be a generator. I'm just gonna go into the BPUs and set the default to 1 and 1 the scale. So just by default. So we have a generator. We cannot do shit about it. So we're gonna go to BP generator. Just so I can see. Have a static mesh just like that. And right here. I guess I have to set it right here. Yeah, should work. So let's have a widget. Widget. Just a regular widget. This will be widget class, be a widget blueprint generator, and it should look something like this. If it doesn't, well, it should. Let's make it smaller. Let's make it somewhere, I think. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Something here. Now let's make it space screen. So now it's gonna follow your screen. So if we play, you can see. You may ask, oh, why the text isn't showing? Because we haven't actually set the text. We're gonna set that later. Well, now I guess. So in the generator, delete everything in the event graph. Have if begin play. Get the widget. Get widget. Yeah, get widget and then get widget. Cast to what was it called? Widget blueprint generator. Promote that into a variable, widget main, I guess, and from it set name text. Promote this to a variable as well. Then set description text and promote it into a variable as well. Instance editable, so we can actually edit it. And now if you click on it, name text, for example, generator, description, fuel it or die, for example. And you can see we have a text, fuel it or die. How I said, you can customize it however you want. It's up to you. Now, we want it to only when we are close to it. So super duper close to it. So we're gonna have a overlap or a collision. Yeah, let's do a capsule collision. Put that into the static mesh. Capsule? No, I don't need a capsule, I need a collision. A sphere collision, sorry. It should be a sphere collision. Go to construct script. From the sphere we have to set a sphere radius, just like that. And promote that into a variable. This will be overlap radius, just like that. By default it's gonna be, I think, 350, 250, no, 150 maybe. We'll see. So we cannot really test it out. So you have to click on the sphere, begin overlap and end overlap. From other actors, does it equal to the get player character? So now we're not gonna use interfaces, we're gonna use this. And we're basically gonna set visibility to the widget. So set visibility, when we enter visible, copy all of this, paste it in, paste that in here, bam, this will be invisible. Go to widget, slash visibility, set that to false. And now, if we, for example, overlap it, bam, I think this will be just fair. So have to be, I guess, kind of close. Let's make it a little bit bigger, maybe 200. I think will be just fine. So somewhere here we'll start. To see the sphere in game, to make everything easier, right here we're gonna have a sequence, and from it we're gonna have the sphere, right? We're gonna set hidden in game, and from new hidden we're gonna do select right here, this one, this 4 key one. The index will be a boolean, so index promoted. This will be debug. So the false, set that to true. Plug that into the sequence. So let's just comment this out really quick. So this will be debug, and this I will not comment it out. Go to event graph. This will be event begin. And let's change the color as well. Make it like this. Save it as well. And show in bubble. This will be overlap show in generator info. So it just shows a little information about the generator. So we are basically done. So if you enable the debug, if we make it inside editable, enable the debug. Hello. So if you click on the generator, enable debug, you will be able to see the actual sphere, what is kind of cool, I think. So this is just for developing purposes. That's basically it for today. You can set the text, you can see the little information. Next up, we're gonna add, so the generator actually runs and it runs out the fuel, and then you die. And then we're gonna create the dead bodies and so